Welcome to day 199 of the Bible 365 Challenge. I'm reading from the Thematic Bible Reading Plan found at BibleStudyTools.com. You can find the link to the program in the description box below. I'll be covering 1 Chronicles chapter 4 and Luke chapter 6. 1 Chronicles chapter 4. Other clans of Judah. The descendants of Judah: Perez, Hezron, Carmi, Hur, and Shobal. Reaiah, son of Shobal, was the father of Jahath, and Jahath the father of Ahumai and Lahath. These were the clans of the Zorathites. These were the sons of Etam: Jezreel, Ishma, and Ikbash. Their sister was named Hazalelponi. Penuel was the father of Gedor, and Ezer the father of Hushah. These were the descendants of Hur, the firstborn of Ephrathah and father of Bethlehem. Ashhur, the father of Tekoa, had two wives, Helah and Naarah. The sons of Helah: Zereth, Zohar, Ethan, and Koz, who was the father of Ahub and Hazobibah, and of the clans of Ahahel, son of Aharum. Jabez was more honorable man than his brothers. His mother had named him Jabez, saying, I give birth to him in pain. Jabez cried out to the Lord, the God of Israel, Oh, that you would bless me and enlarge my territory. Let your hand be with me and keep me from harm, so that I will be free from pain. And God granted this request. Caleb, Shuh's brother, was the father of Meher, who was the father of Eshton. Eshton was the father of Beth Rapha, Paseah, and Tehina, the father of Nahash. These were the men of Rekah. The sons of Kenaz: Othniel and Sariah. The sons of Othniel: Hattath and Meonothai. Meonothai was the father of Ophrah. Sariah was the father of Joab, the father of Harashim. It was called this because its people were skilled workers. The sons of Caleb, son of Jephunneh: Iru, Elah, and Naam. The son of Elah: Kenaz. The sons of Jahalelel: Zipha, Tiria, and Asarel. The sons of Ezra: Jether, Mered, Ephah, and Jalon. One of Mered's wives gave birth to Miriam, Shammai, and Ishbah the father of Eshtemoa. His wife from the tribe of Judah gave birth to Jared the father of Gedor, Heber the father of Soko, and Jekuthiel the father of Zanoah. These were the children of Pharaoh's daughter Bilthia, whom Mered had married. The sons of Hodiah's wife, the sister of Nahim, the father of Keilah the Garmite, and Eshtamah the Maacathite. The sons of Shimon, Amnon, Rina, Ben-Hanan, Telon. The descendants of Ishi: Zoheth and Ben-Zoheth. The sons of Shelah, son of Judah: the father of Lekah, Lada the father of Marashah, and the clans of the linen workers at Beth Ashbea. Joachim, the son of Kozeba, and Joash and Saraph, who ruled in Moab and Jashubi-Lehem. These records are from ancient times. They were the potters who lived at Netem and Gadara. They stayed there and worked for the king. Simeon. The descendants of Simeon: Nemuel, Jamim, Jarib, Zerah, and Shaul. Shallum was Shaul's son, Mibsam his son, and Mishma his son. The descendants of Mishma: Hamuel his son, Zakur his son, and Shimei his son. Shimei had 16 sons and 6 daughters. But his brothers did not had many children. So their entire clan did not become as numerous as the people of Judah. They lived in Beersheba, Molada, Hazashwal, Bilhah, Ezem, Tolad, Bethwel, Hormah, Ziklag, Ben Makaboth, Hazasusim, Ben Biri, and Sharaim. These were their towns until the reign of David. Their surrounding villages were Etam, Ain, Rimmon, Token, Ashton. 5 towns, and all the villages around these towns are as far as Bala. These were their settlements, and they kept a genealogical record. Meshobab, Jamlech, Joshua, son of Amaziah, Joel, Jehu, son of Joshibiah, the son of Sariah, the son of Asiel, and also Elioenai, Jacobah, Jehoshiah, Asaiah, Adiel, Jesimiel, Benaiah, and Ziza, son of Shippi, the son of Alon, the son of Jedian, the son of Shimri, the son of Shemaiah, the son listed above the names. The men listed above by names were men listed above by name were leaders of their clans. Their families increased greatly, and they went to the outskirts of Gedor, to the east of the valley, in search of pasture for their flocks. They found rich and good pasture, and the land was spacious, peaceful, and quiet. Some Hamites who had lived there formerly, the men whose names were listed, came in the days of Hezekiah king of Judah. They attacked the Ham, they attacked the Hamites in their dwellings and also the Meunites who were there, and completely destroyed them, as is evidenced to this day. Then they smiled in their place. And then, because there was pasture for their flocks, and 500 of these Simonites, led by Pelatiah, Nearah, Raphiah, and Uzziel, the sons of Ishi, invaded the hill country of Seir. They killed the remaining Amalekites who had escaped, and they have lived there to this day. Luke chapter 6. Lord Jesus is Lord of the Sabbath. One Sabbath, Jesus was going through the grain fields, and his disciples began to pick some heads of grain, rub them in their hands, and eat the kernels. Some of the Pharisees asked, "Why are you doing what is unlawful on the Sabbath?" Jesus answered them, "Have you never read what David did when he and his companions were hungry? He entered the house of God, and taking the consecrated bread, he take what is lawfully only for priests to eat. And he also gave some of his companions. Then Jesus said to them, The Son of Man is Lord of the Sabbath." On another Sabbath he went into the synagogue and was teaching, and a man there whose right hand was shriveled. The Pharisees and the teachers of the law were looking for a reason to accuse Jesus, so they watched him closely to see if he would heal on the Sabbath. The Son of Man is Lord of the Sabbath. And another Sabbath he went into the synagogue, was teaching, and a man there was whose right hand was shriveled. The Pharisees and teachers of the law were looking for a reason to accuse Jesus, so they watched him closely to see if he would heal on the Sabbath. But Jesus knew what they were thinking, and said to the man with the shriveled hand, "Get up and stand up in front of everyone." So he got up and stood there. Then Jesus said to him, "I ask you, which is lawful on the Sabbath, to do good or to do evil, to save life or destroy it?" He looked around at them all and then said to them, "Stretch out your hands." He did so, and his hand was completely restored. But the Pharisees and the teachers of the law were furious and began to discuss with one another what they might do with Jesus. Jesus, the 12 apostles. One of those days, Jesus went out to a mountainside to pray and spent the night praying to God. When morning came, he called his disciples to him and chose 12 of them. Also, he designed up apostles: Simon, whom he named Peter, his brother Andrew, James, John, Philip, Bartholomew, Matthew, Thomas, James, son of Alphaeus, Simon, who was called the Zealot, Judas, son of James, and Judas Iscariot, who became the traitor. Blessings and woes. He went down with them and stood on a level place. A large crowd of his disciples was there, and a great number of people from all over Judea, from Jerusalem, and from the coastal region around Tyre and Sidon, who had come to hear him to be healed of their diseases. Those troubled by impure spirits were cured, and the people all tried to touch him, because power was coming from him and healing them all. Looking at his disciples, he said, "Blessed are you who are poor, for yours is the kingdom of the disciples." He said, "Blessed are you who are poor, for yours is the kingdom of God. Blessed are you who hunger now, for you will be satisfied. Blessed are you who weep now, for you will laugh. Blessed are you when people hate you, when they exclude you and insult you and reject your name as evil because of the Son of Man. Rejoice in the day and leap for joy, because great is your reward in heaven, for that is how their ancestors treated their purpose. But woe to you who are rich, for you have already received your comfort. Woe to you who are well fed now, for you will go hungry. Woe to you who laugh now, for you will mourn and weep. Woe to you when everyone speaks well of you, for that is how their ancestors treated the false prophets. Love your enemies. But to you who are listening, I say, love your enemies, do good to those who hate you, bless those who curse you, pray for those pray for those who mistreat you. If someone slaps you on one cheek, turn to them the other also. If someone beats you on the right, if someone slaps you on one cheek, turn to them the other also. If someone takes your coat, do not withhold your shirt from them. Give them everyone who asks you, and if anyone takes what belongs to you, do not demand it back. Do to others as you would have them do to you. If you love those who love you, what credit is that to you? Even sinners love those who love them. And if you do good to those who are good to you, what credit is that to you? Even sinners do that. And if you tend to lose to those from whom you expect repayment, what credit is that to you? Even sinners lend to sinners, expecting to be repaid in full. But love your sinners, good, do good to them, and lend to them without expecting anything back in return. Then your reward will be great, and thus, and you will be children of the Most High, because He is third to the second the grace. You will be children of the Most High, because He is kind to the ungrateful and wicked. Be merciful just as your Father did. It is merciful. Judging others, do not judge, and you will not be judged. Do not condemn, and you will not be condemned. Forgive, and you will not be forgiven. Give, and it will be given to you. A good measure is pressed down, shaken together, and running over will be poured into your lap. For those with a Russian, hmm? For with the measure you use, it will be measured to you. He also told them this parable. Can the blind lead the blind? Will they both not fall into a pit? The student is not above the teacher, but everyone who is fully trained will be like their teacher. Why do you look at the speck of sawdust in your brother's eye and pay no attention to the plank in your own eye? How can you say to your brother, "Brother, let me take the speck out of your eye," when you told yourself you fail to see the plank in your own eyes? You hypocrite! First take the plank out of your eye, then you will see clearly to remove the speck from your brother's eye. A tree and its fruit. No good tree bears good fruit, nor does a bad tree bear good fruit. Each tree is recognized by its own fruit. People who do not pick figs from thorn bushes and grapes from briars. A good man brings good things out of the world stored up in his heart, and an evil man brings evil out of the devil stored up in his heart. For the mouth speaks of what is full of. The wise and foolish brothers, why do you call me foolish, foolish? And I do not do what I say. As for everyone who comes to me and leans my words and put them into practice, and hears my words and pull them into practice, I will show you what they are like. They are like a man building a house, man who dug down deep and laid the foundation on rock. When a flood came, the torrent struck. That house could not shake it because it was well built. But the one who hears my voice and does not put them into practice is like a man who's built a house on the ground without foundation. The moment the torrent struck that house, it collapsed, and its destruction was complete. That was day 199 of the Bible 365 challenge. I just read from the Thematic Bible reading plan. You can click on the description box below to find the link to the program. See you tomorrow.